Well, if you know what the if you know the reason as to why Arsenal went ahead to obviously concede the penalty during the UEFA Champions League, it's because of them not having their first two right backs in the Champions League final. One, Benjamin White, he had an injury, and the other is Julian Timber, who really had not enough fitness to play 120 minutes. And after mayhem befell him, that's when Mikel Arteta went ahead to obviously take him off the pitch, and obviously he did the needful and brought in Julian Timber, who went ahead to close down that area, and Kivisha Kvaratskhelia never went ahead to obviously go in there and obviously cause trouble to the side of Arsenal. So if there is an opportunity for a right back, I think Arsenal should obviously go all in for Denzel Dumfries in there for you, though it's a transfer war. I tell you, if Arsenal had a very good right back, there is no way Kivisha Kvaratskhelia would have gone ahead to obviously see Arsenal get a penalty, because I thought that in that time, Mosquera lacked what we call experience and composure. You understand? Because why would you give the penalty like that? I tell you, it's better to obviously calm down. In front of you, there are players of Arsenal who would have gone ahead, obviously, maybe block Kivisha Kvaratskelia's shot. Even you can't rule out David Raya, go all out and obviously prevent that shot from obviously crossing the goal line of Arsenal by putting out a Waldy in a save. So, good afternoon, my people. How are you guys? I know you're watching us from. I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that you do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having pure fun wherever you are. Second video of the day, and you're coming in through thick and hard to see to it that we present to you the best of the best of this in here onto this beautiful channel. But all in all, it's Denzel Dumfries that you're going to be discussing about, a story that is all over social media, and it looks like it's a deal that has ripened, and maybe before the end of this week, he might have gotten a new club. And what is that new club going to be like? Guys, to not miss out on all those stories, go into the lower left bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto a beautiful channel known as Rokani Media Football in here for you. So that is it for us, and let's obviously jet into this beautiful story. And it was caught offside who first came up and told us the following, that Inter Milan right back Denzel Dumfries is said to have a 25 million release clause written into his contract, active for the entire month of July. The Dutch international is attracting Premier League interest, with Arsenal among clubs linked ahead of the summer transfer window. So caught offside, we are the first people to obviously come up and obviously let us know that in July, he will have a release clause of 25 million euros. Now, why should Arsenal go in for Denzel Dumfries? First and foremost, the price. The price is 25 million euros. Only. And I think that is a bargain, because if you are Arsenal, you can sell Benjamin White for 25 million euros and use the exact amount of money to get in Denzel Dumfries in there for you. 2, he's experienced. The last time I checked, he was part of the team that won the Champions League. That is it, if I'm not mistaken. You know, Champions League, what was there? Inter Milan went ahead to win the Champions League. Let me check here. Inter Milan, no. I think he was not there when they won. I think they last won in 2010, but they were beaten by Man City 2-1. That was in 2022-2023, right? Then we also saw them lose to PSG. That is in the season of 2024-2025. So he has never won a Champions League, but he has lifted league titles in Italy. For the Champions League, he has experience of playing in the final, and he knows why they've been losing. For the titles in the Serie A, he has lifted many of those with Inter Milan. So, for me, that is the second reason as to why Arsenal should go in and sign Denzel Dumfries, because he is a player who has experience, and he has obviously gone ahead to obviously win many titles in there for you, and he knows exactly what winning means. Thirdly, this is all what Arsenal needs. I've always told you that in this summer transfer window where Arsenal is heading, it's not about Arsenal going in for players that are really a raw diamonds. They need to get in finished articles, because where Arsenal is right now, they need to get in players who can really get the job done. Like you see how Barcelona went ahead to bring in João Cancelo, how the manager of Man City, Pep, used to get in old players like Ika Gundogan, Kovacic of this world, bring them in because they are available on a cheap. He's not going to cost you a lot of money, and you have to obviously bring him in. He's 30 years of age, and I tell you, at his age, he can give you 2-3 serious seasons in the Premier League, and he'll obviously compete with his fellow Dutchman known as Julian Timber, and that really gets you another reason of as to why you need to bring him in, because he'll settle in well at the club of Arsenal, and also he will obviously give a home company to Julian Timber to feel at home, because he'll be having his fellow countrymen that they can obviously talk the same language, eat the same food, you understand, because that also helps the bond in there for you. And the other factor, he is good going forward. He's good going forward, and he's a press-resistant player in that style of play system that Mikel Arteta wants to do, having fullbacks that are really very press-resistant and using them as reference points to obviously build his attack on. This guy is really very instrumental. Defensively, he's a little bit weak, but all I can tell you is that Denzel Dumfries is a player that I would like to see at a club known as Arsenal, because he's a bargain. He's a bargain. And why wouldn't you obviously get in a player like him? 25 million euros. And I think if Arsenal raise up their hand, he'll obviously run to them. And good enough, Arsenal has been linked to him, and they've been watching him for years, by the way. It's not the first time that Arsenal has gone ahead to go in for Denzel Dumfries, but most of the times Arsenal went in for Denzel Dumfries, it has been calling in for a lot of money. You understand? A lot of money has been called up for this deal to obviously happen. So this time round, why doesn't Arsenal seize the opportunity of 25 million euros only? 25 million euros only. Why doesn't Arsenal seize the opportunity? I'm just here waiting to see what your thoughts will be about this. But the guy is available for only 25 million euros. So he's a winner. He's having a winning mentality, and that's what Arsenal needs. He's a complete article who is at a stage where experience leads in everything, right? Arsenal need a creative right back, who can obviously take off players and put in beautiful crosses for Victor Gyökeres. And I know he'll enjoy playing with him, because this guy can invert well in the midfield, and if you know, he is really a natural at that right back position. So for me, Denzel Dumfries all day. I tell you, Denzel Dumfries all day. He can shoot, from far. He has a very beautiful cross on him. His final product, all end product to the game, is really out of this world, and that's why I would tell Arsenal to go all in for this player. And I don't know whether they will, but with what we've been told that they've been linked to the player, that means interest has been there, and now an opportunity has been granted to them to see to it that he puts out a very huge show in there for you. So the big question is, him and Livramento, who do you take? That is the big question. Livramento, has been linked to Arsenal. And Man City and Arsenal are interested in Livramento. The big question is, Livramento, Premier League proven player, do you leave him back and go in for an experienced Denzel Dumfries, or you go in for Livramento? You understand? So this guy is really, really, really a threat in front of goal. And the way he inverts in the midfield also is a point to talk about. The way he skips past players in there for you, he's good at putting in perfect crosses all over. So he's really one of those that will help you in set pieces. He's really a tall guy, especially when you need his presence in set pieces. When you look at him, he's 1.88 meters tall, nearing 1.9 meters. And he's really very, very, very good. And he scores goals even. But the big question is, will Arsenal win the rest? Because Fabrizio Romano has today gone ahead to obviously tell us the following about the deal of this guy. And he has told us that understand Denzel Dumfries has a release clause worth slightly less than 25 million euros. This summer, Real Madrid are informed and are in touch with his camp. No bids, talks needed. Clause or nothing. Liverpool were keen, but slots gone could change plans. So he's also confirming that it's even less than 25 million euros. So Real Madrid have been informed and are in touch of this guy. Real Madrid are really having problems into their central defense, right back position. They've let Carvajal go, experienced player, the last player to leave at Real Madrid that contributed hugely into winning what we call the 3 consecutive Champions League trophies, Then they brought in Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is really injured, and even if he's present, you can't obviously have him alone throughout the season. You need to have another player who can obviously do the needful. And Jose Mourinho is one of those that likes Denzel Dumfries, and the talks are on, no bids yet. So Arsenal hasn't even gone ahead to obviously start talks with Denzel Dumfries' camp, and Real Madrid are like, we want that player. Liverpool had also been keen to obviously bring him on, and the sacking of Ancelotti might obviously reverse everything to a level where they are not gonna go in for him, and they might look out for a different caliber of right back altogether. So as it stands right now, Real Madrid are in talks with the camp of Denzel Dumfries, and if they ever get him in, they would have gone ahead to get themselves a very good right back. And he's a right back that I would like to see Arsenal really want. Even my club known as Man United, I don't think that United can sign in a player who is 30 years of age. But for the side of Real Madrid, I think Denzel Dumfries should be that striker, that player they should obviously get in through. Now, we've also been told the following about Liverpool are interested in Denzel Dumfries, and ahead of the summer transfer window, although Ancelotti's departure could now affect the club's plans. The Inter Milan fullback reportedly has a release clause worth £21 million. That's a bargain. So, Liverpool were also interested. Arsenal is interested. Real Madrid is interested. Out of all those, who do you think will come up and obviously win the rest of Denzel Dumfries? Into the comment section below. That's where I leave you to obviously come in through and really give me your thoughts about this. Denzel Dumfries is the player we are talking about. Arsenal linked to Denzel Dumfries, and this is a bargain that everyone should go in for. And don't be shocked when other teams also join the party. Man City need a right back. Chelsea need a right back. Manchester United need a right back, So even Barcelona, they might obviously join the party, but Real Madrid is looking like they're in talks with the player so far. I'm out. Bye-bye. And your thoughts about the story are welcome in the comment section below.